Too much. Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all settle down. We offer our salutations to Shri Mataji and put both of our hands towards Shri Mataji's photograph. And let us begin with looking at Shri Mataji's eyes with all our love in our heart. Let us not put any strain on our eyes as we lovingly look at Shri Mataji. Let us see if we can start to feel thoughtless. Whatever it is that we have been thinking, we have been planning, or whatever we have to do later, let us keep all of those thoughts aside for the duration that we are all together at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji. Let us slowly also take a couple of deep breaths with both of our hands towards Shri Mataji. Let us see if we can feel the vibrations coming in from Shri Mataji into our hands, from our fingertips towards our palms, from there towards our wrists. Let us try to establish that connection with Shri Mataji through these vibrations. These vibrations are nothing but the presence of Shri Mataji. So we are taking deep breaths, slowly calming ourselves down, and also our attention is on the vibrations that are coming on our hands. Shri Mataji, please bless us all with your divine vibrations. Shri Mataji, we surrender all our ego, conditionings, our plans, actions at your divine lotus feet. Shri Mataji, please bless us all with an improved sensitivity to feel your vibrations in our central nervous system. Srimati, verily you are the doer and the enjoyer. We do nothing. Srimati, please take away all the stress, all the tensions, all distractions that come to us because of our doer feelings and our false ego. Let us slowly close our eyes and let us see if we can feel the movement of vibrations on our hands. Let us gather our attention that is trying to spread out on different things. Let us gather our attention and bring it inside on vibrations. So we are trying to take our attention towards the positivity. Whatever it is that is trying to distract us, disturbing us, or we think is pulling us down, let us keep all of that at the lotus feet of Srimati. And let us bring our attention on vibrations. Let us not worry about any chakras or catches right now. All the chakras are in our Sahasrara at the lotus feet of Srimati. Let us now bring our attention from our fingertips towards our palms, from there towards our wrists. From our wrists, let us bring our attention towards our elbows. We know that all our chakras have our nerve endings on different parts of the body as well. That means all these nerves are spread out all across our body. And we can, if we pay attention, we can feel these vibrations flowing through all of these nerves. So let us try to put some attention on increasing our sensitivity by expressing that desire that we want to, Srimati, we want to feel these vibrations. Please give us the sensitivity. So we are trying to take our attention from our fingertips towards our elbows. From our elbows, let us take our attention towards our arms, our shoulders. From there, let us take our attention towards our Vishuddhi chakra. So now we are trying to feel the flow of vibrations starting from our fingertips towards our elbows, from there towards our shoulders, and from there towards our Vishuddhi chakra. Now let us nourish our Vishuddhi chakra, the vibrations that are coming from Srimati. We are absorbing these vibrations and bringing it towards our Vishuddhi chakra. We know that our attention is enlightened now. So there is no imagination. This is no mental projection. But the vibrations are actually coming from Srimati's photograph. And we are trying to take our attention towards the flow of these vibrations so that we can feel it. From our Vishuddhi chakra, let us take our attention towards our center heart. So now we are taking our attention from our fingertips towards our elbows, from there towards our shoulders, our Vishuddhi, and then the heart. Let us now take our attention towards the Nabhi chakra. Once again, let us bring our attention from our fingertips, because this is how the vibrations are entering our body, our nerves. So we are trying to feel the entire flow of vibrations from our fingertips towards our elbows, our Vishuddhi, heart, Nabhi, and now Swadhisthana, and then our sacrum bone, our Mother Kundalini. So these vibrations are traveling in this way to reach our Mother Kundalini to give her the message that now we are facing Srimataji. Please rise. So, with that awe and respect, with our attention on our Mother Kundalini and this flow of vibrations that we are feeling on our hands, our arms, and towards our Mother Kundalini. Let us pray in our hearts, Srimataji, verily you reside within us, within each one of us, as our Mother Kundalini. Srimataji, please allow our Mother Kundalini to rise. Srimataji, please let us feel the movement of our Mother Kundalini. For another couple of seconds, let us try to feel the flow of vibrations, starting from Srimataji's photograph, coming towards our fingertips, and from there, reaching our Mother Kundalini. Now we are going to keep our attention on our Mother Kundalini, and we are going to collectively raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. As we move our hands, let us try to keep our attention on the vibrations and our attention on the Mother Kundalini as she rises through the central channel, with a strong desire in our heart that Srimataji, please give us the subtle attention. Please give us the minute attention so that we can feel the movement of our Mother Kundalini and the beautiful play of vibrations. Let us now collectively bring both of our hands in front of our Mother Kundalini and slowly raise our attention across the central channel. Swadhisthana, Nabhi, heart, Vishuddhi, Agya. Let us put our head back, tie one knot above Sahasrara. Let us once again bring both of our hands in front of our Mother Kundalini. We are taking our attention across the central channel. So Swadhisthana, Nabhi, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Agya. Let us put our head back and tie two knots above Sahasrara. Let us do it third time. From our Mother Kundalini, let us come to the Swadhisthana, Nabhi, heart, Vishuddhi, Agya. Let us put our head back and tie three knots on top of our head. Let us now take a break. See what we feel. Do we feel the threads of our Mother Kundalini coming up? Do we feel a coolness across the central channel, across our spine, and an increase in the vibrations of our hands? Now, with these vibrations flowing through our hands, we are going to make a bandhan around us. Let us start with our right hand, starting from the left, above our head, and then right. And then back from above our head. So we are keeping our entire being in this kavach. Let us try to be in thoughtless awareness. As we do this, our attention on vibrations. Let us once again put both of our hands towards Shrimati. Now let us take our attention a couple of inches away from our body on this bandhan that we just took. The bandhan of vibrations, the protection of Shrimati. Gently also, let us keep our attention on Sahasrara, but let us try to put our attention on the bandhan that we took so that it becomes stronger and that we are protected at all times from any natural disasters, from any diseases, from any viruses, or any other negativity. In complete thoughtless awareness, our attention is on the vibrations flowing through our hands and on the bandhan that we just made around us. Srimataji, by your grace, please teach us this language of vibrations so that we can communicate with you, so that we can understand your messages, so that we can communicate with other Sahajogis better and better. Let us now keep our right hand on our heart. Let us try to take our attention inside of our heart, on our spirit. Let us say here in our heart, Srimataji, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. Srimataji, I am not this body. I'm not this mind. The ego, conditionings, fears. But I am the pure spirit. As is very beautifully described in the Tad Nishkala, let us eliminate everything that we are not. Then whatever remains is the spirit, our true self, our true identity. Let us have this desire in our heart that Shrimataji, please awaken our spirit in our heart. Please let us feel our spirit in our heart. Shrimataji, by your grace, please let our self-realization be complete. We will have to desire to feel our spirit if we want to grow, if we want to make our connection with Srimataji deeper. Only self-realization is not enough. It is only the first step. It is only the entrance into the kingdom of Srimataji. But if we want to stay in that kingdom, it is our own effort. It is our own desire and our alertness and awareness. Only with self-realization we have received so many benefits. We have gotten rid of our physical problems. We have gotten rid of any other obstacles in our lives. But that was never the main goal of Sahaja Yoga, as we know. The main purpose of our self-realization is to know ourself, our spirit. Only then we can know Srimataji better and better. So let us see how much effort have we put in the last year. to know ourselves, to know our spirit, and also to help others feel their spirit. When we are giving self-realization to the new seekers, if our self-realization is not complete, if we have not felt our spirit, if we do not feel our Kundalini every day, then we will have to ask a question to ourselves, what are we giving to others? So let us pray to Shrimati that this year, Shrimati, by your grace, let this be a new start in our own journey, in the exploration of the truth that is in our heart. Shrimati, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. Please remove any self-doubts that make me think otherwise. Keeping our attention on our spirit and also in our Sahasrara. Let us now take a couple of deep breaths. We are going to recite Shivoham here, meaning I am the spirit. And as we recite Shivoham, let us try to feel the vibrations of the sound of Shivoham on our heart. Now, keeping our attention on our spirit and Sahasrara, let us recite Shivoham around 12 times. Shivoham. 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 Let us try to feel the coolness spreading in our heart. Let us now give clockwise bandhan to our heart with our right hand. So the left hand is towards Shrimati. The right hand, we are giving clockwise bandhan around our heart to nourish and strengthen our heart. Let us try to feel the vibrations that are acting around the heart. Keeping our eyes closed, let us now keep our right hand on our Sahasrara. Let us bow down with complete humility. Stretch out our fingers towards the sky. Keep the center of our palm on top of our head. Press down and move the scalp clockwise. Now let us take our complete attention where we have kept our hand in our Brahmarandra. Let us not allow anybody or any thoughts to come in between us and Shrimati. And with all our intensity in our prayer, let us say here in our heart, Shrimati, verily Only you are the giver of self-realization and nobody else. Srimataji, verily only you are our Guru and nobody else. Srimataji, verily you are the queen of our Sahasrara and nobody else has any place on our head. Srimataji, verily you are Shri Adi Shakti. Please come into our Sahasrara. Please open our Sahasrara. Srimataji, please give us all our complete self-realization. Keeping our eyes closed, let us now slowly raise our right hand a couple of inches away from our head and see if we can feel the coolness coming out towards our right hand. If we are feeling it on our right hand, let us raise our right hand as high as we can feel it. And try to also raise our attention to that height. Let us keep our attention there. Take our hand back. Both our hands towards Srimataji. Let us now try to sit straight as much as we can without any movement so that we can feel the movement of our Mother Kundalini. Let us take our complete attention on top of our head. Let us see if we can feel the coolness spreading on top of our head, or an upward pull, or the opening of Sahasrara. We can put our heads back a little bit and then take our attention above, a couple of inches above our head, without any strain on our forehead, eyes, or eyebrows. Let us just observe what we feel. Let us not pay attention to any catches, any chakras, any thoughts. Let us collectively bring our attention at the lotus feet of Srimataji above Sahasrara. Because this is the connection that we have been looking for all our lives. We struggle hard to reach the Sahasrara, and then we do not spend enough time there. Let us gather our attention and take it at the lotus feet of Srimataji above our Sahasrara. Srimataji, please give us all our complete yoga. Let us try to be in this state in complete thoughtless awareness. If the Kundalini comes down, we can again raise our right hand, pray to Srimataji to come into our Sahasrara, and make sure our connection is there. Let us not let go of our connection with Srimataji. Let us see if we can be in complete thoughtless awareness for another 30 seconds. Keeping our attention on Sahasrara, let us also pay attention on our hands. We'll see that the flow of vibrations is spontaneous now, is effortless. Let us once again take our attention, our complete attention above Sahasrara. Now, in this thoughtless awareness, with our complete attention on Shri Mataji, let us listen to a talk of Shri Mataji.
Very nice when they came here. Everybody was feeling very nice when they came here, happy, and they felt their vibrations were all right. But it was not so. So be on the alert. See. Ask each other to check you. Be humble about it. You must go and check. Unless and until you check yourself, how will you know what's the thing you are catching? Ask others to check you and be humble, very humble about it. Do not take things for granted, because unless and until we transform ourselves, Sahaja Yoga has no meaning to you. You see, it would be very material way of expression of Sahaja Yoga. Like this radio or this transistor or this loudspeaker are just radiating. We have to know that Sahaja Yoga is not just to pass energy through us. Like all other material things are passing energy. This mic is passing the energy, this transistor is passing the energy, and all other such things are just passing the energy. Nothing goes into them. Like an artist is singing, and nothing passes into the radio. In the same way, if our power starts flowing because somehow the Kundalini has been connected to the mains, it has not done its job. Neither you have done any justice to yourself. So you have to absorb that flow of the Ganges within you and assimilate it and transform yourself. The Ganges would be flowing, but if it is flowing through the stony area, the stones are not going to absorb anything from the river Ganges. But if it is flowing through fertile land, everybody will be making use of that water. So you have to make use of your Kundalini by transforming yourself. Try to transform. See that how much you transform. Now the expectation about Kundalini becomes so sahaja, they call it, in the very funny manner, that people think that Kundalini should work it out itself, while we are stones on both the sides, and the Kundalini is going to work it out, which is very, very wrong idea. If the river Ganges is flowing, you have to go to the river. You have to fill your pitchers. You have to have beautiful pitchers. You have to carry them. You have to bring them home and then use the water for enrichment of your food, of your household. In the same way, if you cannot transform yourself, if you cannot change yourself, then this Kundalini will be just going like a thin line and you will be catching all the time. And there won't be much progress. The progress must be shown outside. Those who think that by saying mantras morning till evening, they are going to achieve much, they are sadly mistaken. It's all mechanical then. So many people have a habit of all the time shouting mantras. It's not habit. Mantras should open your chakras, otherwise it has no meaning. They should be used properly at key points, with great respect, with great understanding, and then allow them to open your chakras by which you take the water in of that great thing known as Kundalini. The greatest blessing will come to you through her love, but not the way people are. Just they think there should be no transformation. If you are identified with your ego and think you are all right, you are sadly mistaken. You have to transform completely within yourself. Some people, if their circumstances are changed, then they feel very well and they think, oh, they have achieved the highest. It is not so. It is only the circumstance that has changed, only the atmosphere that has changed, and that makes you feel that you have achieved something great. You have to achieve it wherever you are. It should be retained and must be there. But by coming to a quieter place, you can pay more attention. That's why you are here. But by coming here, if you just feel nice and think that, oh, you have achieved everything, then you are sadly mistaken. You have to grow in this atmosphere. You have come here to grow and to be changed, to be a different person altogether. Do not be identified with your ego and do not get satisfied with something that you're feeling nice and good. That's not the way to look at things. You have to transform yourself and see for yourself how are you behaving, how are you feeling about it. Are you taking a new view of things or not? Now the worst thing that comes in the way of ego is obstinacy, of your own obstinacy. Obstinate people are extremely difficult and they find pride in their obstinacy. And they'll go on saying that yes, I'm obstinate, what to do? If you take pride in all such nonsensical things, then you carry the load of these stones on your head, this life, next life, and many lives to come that you have been doing. All such stones must be dropped immediately and should shake them off, because you have to achieve your beauty. You have seen how a flower shakes off all that is not needed, blooms out, pierces its head outwards, opens out, just to give fragrance to others. If you want to give fragrance to others, how far fragrance within you? Is there fragrance within you that you are going to give fragrance to others? So that is what one has to find out and has to do it. First and foremost thing, how far you can love others, how far you can fulfill your duties as a husband, wife, child, father, mother, everything. It is not the way people understand Sahaja Yoga is that you hang in the air somewhere and then you say that I'm all right. Of course there are difficult people and difficult relationships, but a Sahaja Yogi must have a very detached view of the whole thing and should be able to correct all those problems that exist and should take a very strong and stern view of the people who are not Sahaja in their family and around, and tell them off that what are you doing? Are you going to carry on like this all your lives and are going to die with all this load on your heads, or are you going to get rid of it? But first of all, you have to be all right. Now in our being, we have manas from the left hand side, it comes to the right hand and goes backwards, and we have also got ahankara, which is the ego, which comes up on the right hand side, from the right hand side to the left hand side, and in the brain it comes forward. On the left hand side it moves. So with these two things, ego and superego, manas and ahankara, we have got. In between these two is the buddhi, is the intelligence, is between. But this intelligence, if it is not balanced by wisdom, by buddhi, it can be very dangerous. And it records all that you are doing. It knows what you are doing. But if you are identified with your ego or superego, the buddhi cannot go too far. In the beginning, it may try to tell you that this is wrong, you should not go there, you should not do that. But then it becomes silent. So you have to be very careful about your intelligence also. Your intelligence becomes suddenly silent. It doesn't help you. Then the ego takes over or the superego takes over. Then all your thinking, all your understanding goes according to the lines of ego, and you go ahead with it, and you just don't know where you are going, what you are doing. So when we are in this place, we are decided to have a very good session of Sahaja Yoga. It is important for all of us to know when we go from here, how much changed are we going to be. Otherwise there's a puja, there's havan, there's this every time. And what is the progress? Within ourselves we should see. Is it as much as a little ant moves in 1 minute, or is it something much more? The progress is slow because we do not want to transform ourselves. Every moment try to see that you transform yourself. I have seen people who have been living like hippopotamus have been living like hippopotamus. Those who are living like uh, hyenas will remain like hyenas. They go on remaining with their own identification, feeling very happy about it, which is a very wrong thing. You have to bloom out like flowers. Change yourself, transform yourself. This transformation is going to help you. This is like triggering into a new dimension of life. Unless and until this triggering shows, your life has no meaning. Sahaja Yoga has no meaning to you. So try your level best to trigger this transformation every minute of your life. Then you will be amazed at the enrichment of life. Whatever I may try, just now I've cleared you out quite a lot, I think. I have cleared you out up and down quite a lot, isn't it? But despite that, now it is for you to keep it there. First of all, your attention, I don't think is that all right. That's why you catch on the right navi and on the liver. Attention has to be on one side. But if you go on moving your head, moving your attention, then you cannot be on nirvichara. So to keep on nirvichara, you have to keep your attention first steady. When this steadiness is achieved, then you just have to see that you are nirvichara. Put all your thoughts in that stream of nirvichara and it will solve your problem. But transformation is definitely a positive stage where you see yourself, you call yourself, you call yourself Nirmala, then you say, oh Nirmala, now. Is this the way to look at things? Transformation is identifying yourself with that self which sees you, so that once you start identifying with that self and expressing something to this self, which is Nirmala, then you are separated. Then the transformation takes place. Because first you should see and then you should be identified with that self, so there is a transformation within yourself. Otherwise, only you will be carrying some energy within you by which you may do little miracles, you may raise kundalinis. But what about you? You will be where you were. So it is important when we come to a place like that we must not be carried away by something very outward and absolutely of no value to search for. Now, in the later I will tell you how to raise your different powers. But just now I think we must decide that we'll go from here absolutely transformed into a new person. May God bless you.
Let us continue to be in meditation in our Sahasrara in complete connection with Shrimataji and try to absorb the words of Shrimataji in our heart. Let us pray to Shrimataji that in this new year, Shrimataji, please bless us. Please bless us all that we can identify more and more with our spirit, that we can remember that we are the spirit. Shrimataji, please bless us all that in this new year, we can really reach out to all true seekers that are looking for you, Shrimataji, and that we can really become those pure instruments to awaken their spirit so that they can know you. Shrimataji, in this new year, please bless us with the strength to stand up for what is right, for what is Sahaj, and for everything that is your desire. Let us slowly open our eyes, look at Shrimataji once again, and thank Shrimataji for all the love, for all blessings, and for all protection that Shrimataji has bestowed upon us. Shrimataji, we thank you again and again for all the blessings. Jai Shrimataji. Let us try to sustain and retain our attention on Sahasrara. Let us try to sustain our vibrations in our hands. And very slowly, once again, let us raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji.